a new technology and it's not cooperating.
2 minutes.
No, but it makes a buzz in the video. Especially like my short videos that I do, just like on the videos for stuff, they're when they're shorter, it's just noticeable. No, I just.
I'm not sure if he's holding the phone.
Yeah, well, we're trying a new camera at the top, because I have so many technical difficulties that half the time I mess something up. The last time we tried to use this, I had my earbuds accidentally, I had threw it in my pocket, and it was picking up my earbuds, so it canceled out the sound.
Is that, what time was that, when the 8:06?
Yeah, about as much as.
Middle paper there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got that. Thank you.
I'm technically challenged, but man,
I admit it, I'm a low-tech person, and it's high tech world.
it's rough keeping up, too.
You watch the websites of the county commissioners and council?
Yeah.
It's almost like you're watching the silent movie, but you can see the mouth, but you don't hear anything.
Monroe County, top notch, when they're speaking.
Okay, it's 7 o'clock, we'll get our meeting started. Got an agenda to look at. First thing to look at is approved September 25th, 25 meeting minutes. Do you want to read them?
Oh, you can. You want me to read?
We normally read them, yeah.
Okay. 2025, September 25th, called to order at 7 PM. A motion was made by Mark Seasting to approve February 18, 2025 minutes. Tom Carter seconded, passed 2-0. Motion was made by Mark Seasting to amend the 2026 budget to remove the 3 cents tax levy for the fire territory equipment replacement fund, making the previously voted budget null and void. Tom Carter seconded, passed 2-0. Motion was made for Tom Carter to adopt resolution 25-3, transferring $500,000 from the Township General Fund into the fire territory equipment replacement fund. Mark Seasting seconded, passed 2-0. A motion was made by Mark Seasting to adopt resolution 25-4, establishing a capital improvement plan as required by Indiana Code 36-6-9. Tom Carter seconded, passed 2-0. A motion was made by Mark Seasting to adopt resolution 25-5, establishing a road and infrastructure fund as required by Indiana Code 36-9-10-2. Tom Carter seconded, passed 2-0. A motion was made by Tom Carter to adopt resolution 25-6 to enter into a memorandum of understanding with Morgan County and or the town of Morgantown as required by Indiana Code 36-6-10-3. Mark Seasting seconded, passed 2-0. Luke Zapanzik and Clayton Chapman gave a presentation on insurance services office ratings and why the rating is now and what the fire department is going to do to get the rating better. They answered several questions and those in attendance. It was announced that there would be a meeting October 3rd, 2025 at 7 PM to approve the revised 2026 Jackson Township budget. A motion was made by Tom Carter to adjourn the meeting. Mark Seasting seconded, passed 2-0, adjourned to 7:45.
I move to approve the minutes of the last meeting.
I don't get to vote.
I can say that. Motion was made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay. Moving on to the next item, approve and adopt 26 proposed budget.
Speak to that. 2026 budget, due to the delays with the people that have resigned and getting new people into those spots, I want to make it known that on the Thursday, I was appointed to this spot and I was hitting the ground running. Friday, I had to make a couple of meetings to figure out where the equipment was and everything else. I posted that we were gonna do a meeting pretty quickly, but 48 hours business day, or business hours has to be there. I got them to waive the 10-day thing because we had already had our Form 3 into the system. 48 hours from the time that it was posted to now, now is 51 hours, and the deadline to pass the budget for 2026 was yesterday. So we're told by the DLGC, I asked for permission to extenuating circumstances to figure out how to make this not, like, give us more time, give me till the 10th. They said, I quote, "If we do it for you, we have to do it for the 1,000 other townships that are in the state." So I asked what would happen, and she said, "There's nothing we can do. It's going back to the 2025 budget."
Why wasn't notice posted on Thursday if you were sworn in on Wednesday night?
I was sworn in on Thursday.
You were sworn on the 20, you were sworn in on 29th?
Maybe it was Wednesday, then I
It was.
posted it Thursday. I could look at her post. But I had to have equipment, I needed to know the next steps for that. I didn't even have access to the website. And to be frankly honest with you right now, I still don't have access to the bank. Because the previous trustee right now is not in a big hurry.
Okay, but had we posted it on Thursday, we would have had time to have had the meeting yesterday and we could have beat the deadline.
I'm gonna look back at my phone real fast, but I'm pretty sure the day that Brandy posted that I had posted it on there.
That was Friday.
Right. I know you're watching. Either way, we didn't, oh, that was the thing. We didn't know if we had 10 days or we had 48 hours because there was whether or not the
That was
form,
Wednesday night.
when the Form 3 was posted or not.
Well, so wouldn't it have been in our best benefit to call everybody we could on Thursday and see if we couldn't have made it happen?
I can't answer that would be any better. I mean, if that's your idea, that's great. But
What is this?
Okay, so
What
you
does it
weren't
mean?
prepared for it.
you're going back to the previous tax rate, the last one that everybody was upset with.
With the exception of the $113,000 coming off.
But the levy will still be a million and some, correct?
Well, no, that 113,000 comes off of there.
Yeah.
Because we've adopted the resolution to take the equipment replacement fund and pay for it out of the general fund.
Okay.
So, I want to clarify. So, we're going back to the 2025 levy and budget, not the tax rate. The tax rate's going to be formulated off of our lower AV,
Yes.
Right.
which is 281 million. So, I did the math here, and I don't want any surprises in April. We're looking at a tax rate, I think, of 0.3853 next year,
So it's going up.
Well, the tax rate's going up from what it was.
according to my math, yes.
We've already been told we're losing $15 million in assessed valuation, so how is that possible?
So we're losing that assessed valuation, but we're still pulling in a budget of 185 million. So we're losing money,
It's not 185 million.
1,085,000.
or I'm sorry, 1,085,000. Excuse me, I apologize. So so to get that figure, 1,085,360 divided by 281,760,755 times 100.3853.
But you're also including that fire protection equipment territory money in there at 1,085,000. 1,085,000, which is not gonna be in there.
But if we're $15 million short, that's the money we would be short pulling in from state taxes, right? From our evaluation, from like SEA one. That was the fire department. So if we're pulling in less tax income, then we're not gonna have that much money to pay the budgeted amount, right? So the only thing that would be able to happen is that our tax our tax would have to go up as a,
Because the state's probably gonna cut it even more than what they are now.
right. So that means our tax is going up.
Not necessarily, no, we don't know that for sure.
But if there's a $15 million shortfall.
It's
and
not a shortfall, it's assessed valuation has dropped that much.
So, exactly, if it's set in stone with the DLGF, why is this meeting even happening?
It's a great question. The DLGF asked me, when I asked them back and forth about what has to happen as far as the 2026 budget, she said, I need for them to adopt it because it bookends the whole process, and then I can continue forward in filling out the rest of the tax forms and for the end of the year.
But it won't change anything.
She says no.
So do any of you guys know when we will find out what the tax rate's actually gonna be? Or we just get that with our tax form, our assessment?
When the state gives the paperwork back to us.
Yeah. She said there's some tweaking that she has to do once they figure out that we're back in 2025, and that, I'm sure that's got to do with Senate Bill 1 and the way that things are starting to take off with lit money.
But it's gonna be somewhere in the range of that .3853 or?
With 25 was at 34 anyway. So I'm not throwing shade at 4 cents at all. I don't want that. Mine's going up too. And I've only been here 5 days. So I would figure wherever they land, it's going to be really close to 25. I figure.
I know that the people that set up the caucus to get your position aren't here, so I don't know how fair of a question this is, but do we know why that didn't happen sooner, since we were approaching a deadline and we did need the
Yeah,
trustee in place to be able to make this I mean,
'Cause the
those
resident-
of us that have been working on it knew that the deadline was
Sure.
here, and I know that you folks knew. I mean, I don't know that you know, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But like, I know that that it's been a topic of conversation, so is there a reason that we didn't do caucus to get you in earlier, or do you know that?
I know that I can only speak to the fact that I voted in the first one to put Mr. Eberly in.
Mhm.
And then, there's 2 people that resigned because of pressure from outside, and this is just where it fell. And in the amount of time that it could get people together and have enough time for a public meeting and announcements.
So the whole thing tonight is just a bookend for the DLGF, so they can clear their books. We're still getting shafted.
All of us, me as well.
Well, that's fine. Everyone here is. So the fact that we're late and we don't have any opportunity to do anything productive to the budget, that's the township's responsibility.
All right.
I understand yours are going up, so are everybody else's, and the other 3,400 people or 1,700 pay taxes. So, I mean, it just blows my mind that because we can't get something filed and have a meeting on the deadline, I just don't know why it wasn't pulled together or coalesced quicker.
It would have been a lot easier if a lot of people wouldn't have resigned.
Okay, they resigned, but you were installed as the person that was supposed to take care of that.
Duly voted. Not installed.
Okay, not installed. You were duly voted to do this job, and your first act, is to not get the budget in on time.
To be 11 hours late.
What's that?
11 hours late.
So
It has to be 48 hours posted, and it has to be business hours.
So I don't know what equipment you had to get on Thursday.
I don't have the computer.
Okay.
I didn't have the computer.
There's more. So you.
This form has to be
You're spinning in
signed,
circles.
and the only way to get it is off the computer system at the office.
Okay.
through the gateway
Yep.
system,
Okay,
which none of us have access to.
okay. So so Bill Witt and who is the clerk now?
Sean Zapanzik.
Okay, so Sean couldn't get you that information because she's been doing it for Bill pretty much anyway.
Honestly, we were trying to communicate that just as fast as we can, and the clerical error that you caught is because we were going back and forth between on the phone. I wasn't sitting at the computer, I didn't even have access.
Okay.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm still learning.
Same.
What were you, because you were what were you before this? Because you were kind of in.
I was a vice precinct committeeman. It was
Okay.
just asked by a neighbor, really.
Advice, okay. And then Jay was the
Precinct committeeman,
precinct.
me person.
It's so confusing. It's all
Yeah.
so confusing.
So I guess if you don't mind, what were your, like, were you both able to, like, you guys just didn't know about the budget and with what you were doing? I don't understand all the different
Okay.
The precinct committee had nothing to do with the budget,
budget, okay.
nothing to do with the
They
budget.
have no idea what's going on with that.
Yeah. Can I ask, just for on the minutes, if you're affiliated with anybody or is a reporter or anything?
Do what?
Are you reporting?
No,
for it?
I'm trying to.
Just taking
figure
notes?
this out.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, 'cause
cool.
I do not understand politics. very
Okay.
well. But I'm here because my property taxes went up and I'm trying to learn this, so I have a better understanding of where my vote goes
Right.
and,
I,
you know, who's doing what.
this is gonna poke the bear. I love the open conversation. I'm not poking the bear or anything like that. I have been actively doing something every day for 6 or 8 hours probably. Having conversations with the fire chief, having conversations with the board.
Why don't you talk to the taxpayers?
I am a taxpayer
You're the trustee.
for 5 days.
Talk to the taxpayers other than yourself.
So what is your solution?
Yeah, what
to
is
keep
your
the fire
solution
department
besides
functional?
complaining?
What is your solution to keep it functional, besides abolishing the territory?
I'm not talking about abolishing territory.
That's all we've heard.
I'm
You want the
talking-
tax rate dropped,
No.
but you don't want to pay for fire protection.
this
So
right
what's
here?
the conclusion?
See this paper? It says 806,000. That's what you, Tom, and Bill decided on. That's not gonna
In
happen.
perfectly legal meetings.
Yes, yes. That's not gonna happen now because he couldn't get it put into the gateway.
It's going back to this year's budget. So it's less than what it's budgeted for this year.
Well, it sure doesn't look like it on this paper. Because you've got the one for 2025, here
2026 for the fire territory is $846,403. 2025 for the fire territory is $821,750.
We're talking about a budget, like the full budget though.
Yeah, we're talking about
$1,085,000.
Township budget.
And the township budget also takes out the $113,000 in the fire replacement fund, equipment fund, because we've already taken care of that with a resolution. So that comes off of that.
no ands, ifs, or buts. That comes off of it.
It should, yes.
So I hope it does, and.
We passed the
I'm not-
resolution.
I know, but if we're going back to 2025's budget, that's my only concern.
If we send that in with the budget, I don't see why they can't accept it. It was passed before that. It was in the minutes when it was passed.
Yeah, and if it comes off, that's great.
Well, it
That's-
should. If it's not, I'll be the one screaming and hollering at the state. Because it was duly passed to take that $113,000 off and pay for it with other funds.
If it does come off, we're looking at a budget, or at a tax rate of 30.3446.
That's right. It was 0.347.
It was 0.3195.
13195?
0.3195 is what it was for 2025.
Okay.
But
What's the percentage increase on that from last year?
Percentage? Jeez.
yeah,
Math minds.
Is it up or is it down? That's what I need to know.
It's up. I would say yes. That's up.
We'll know in April.
Did you have what plan were you going to bring tonight, had you, I mean, just to save face, like, what were you gonna bring tonight if the deadline hadn't
I was
been passed? What
ready
were you
to
gonna
pass
do?
it as it was, and then start working with other ways to bring down pennies at a time.
And so as it was, would have been the same as, I'm so confused, would it have been the same as last year anyway, then? The same as it was?
No,
What does
no,
that
it
mean?
would have been less. 26, if you just go in pennies, 25 was 34, 26 was gonna be 27, because they were adding in the special fire territory replacement. Was gonna take it down.
Yeah, we took that off and moved it to the resolution. To pay
And we're-
for it with general fund, funding.
Yeah. Does that answer your question?
So where is the trustee's office? Where's your office?
I just actually secured one today, so we're getting ready to move down by Brood Awakenings, we'll be your neighbor.
And what hours, like, what are the business hours or, you know, that you?
Well, since it's a volunteer position, or not, it's a paid position, but I'm probably gonna do most things by appointment only. Yeah, that way I can move around my
Like a
schedule.
Time to call, like if we got questions or, you know, like there's specific time.
You wanna write this down? 317-538-3691. As long as it's appropriate, you know.
Yeah.
4:30 in the morning, I probably won't answer.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I have had a few people reach out to me asking me what the process is to get assistance with utilities, because a lot of people are feeling the pinch right now.
Sure.
Anybody who's able to donate to the pantries anywhere around, please do that. But what is the process? And I'm not sure I understood what the process was with Bill. What is the process for, is there a form that they fill out?
That's my lesson tomorrow.
Okay.
What I do know is that at the beginning, when you ask for assistance, there's an application process. It has to be filled out almost like a mortgage. There's a lot of things that have to be filled out. And what happens is a lot of the times they'll send out 20 or so at the beginning, or like February-ish, looking for people that want the assistance. And maybe 5 will respond. And then there's a pretty healthy amount in that account.
Yeah, so you would send that out to like 20 people? Is that what you're saying?
One of the reasons I put the office in Morgantown is because I know some people can't get to like where
Right.
Bill we used to be able to live. So I wanted to put the office in Morgantown, so if they're walking and they don't have a car or something like that, and they truly need assistance, I want them to be able to access the office. The process is right now what I'm learning. The application process is usually kind of where it falls off. But in 2025, keep forgetting what year we're in, they've only had 13 people ask for assistance.
I think a lot of people didn't know how, and a lot of people don't even know what the trustee does, to be fair.
Sure.
And that's, I know I'm a thorn in your guys' side, but I truly am just trying to educate you
I wanna help.
on how to be more civically engaged
Sure.
in a lot of different arenas, not just you guys. And to also, teach people if they truly do need help.
Yeah.
To reach out before they get so destitute that the lights are being shut off.
I just read something too on the trustees website, like the Indiana Trustees Association. I'm a new member, so I was kind of geeking out today on that. And they are going to add like emergency funds for people that are feeling the crunch with SNAP. So it wasn't before. It was like bills
Right.
and burial and things like that. And then now they're adding SNAP and food benefits as an emergency measure. Now, that won't go far with a small little
Right.
budget like ours, but I'll do my best.
Will you just commit to, are you willing to put what you learn out into like the Morgantown Times Facebook page, however?
It's on the website, tell them to go to the website if they have any questions. The
Which-
application's on there also.
Which website, hon? Where would it be found at?
The township.
The township.
Website.
Township website? Is there like a trustee?
The application's on there, they can do that, or they can fill it out through the website, or they can call the office.
All right, thank you.
I'll do the best that I can be to be transparent. And I am in the public. I understand that. You get a little bit reluctant when every time you get on there, you get attacked. So,
Hey, trust me,
Yeah,
I know the feeling.
right,
I'm
I want
a
it.
Democrat in Morgan County.
I'm sorry.
I know the feeling.
I really,
I'm just saying, I get the same hate that, trust me, I
yeah,
get it.
and I don't want that for the community. If I have the floor right now for no other reason than that I'm talking, I want to help. I don't want it to stay up. I want the community to heal, and I don't want us to keep fighting with each other because it's old. So I'm trying to be the best steward of your money, although you don't believe that. I want to do the best that I can for the fire department, for the Morgantown, for Jackson Township. Not in that order. Don't take that. So I just walked into this position and it is torn apart right now. And there's no reason for it. Just to get on the internet and bash people. So,
Well, I just think so many of us are just frustrated because.
Mine too.
Our property taxes went up. We
Right.
had no idea what was gonna happen. And it's hard not to be angry.
I get it. I'm sitting here in front of you kind of trying to take the brunt of it.
Yeah, and I'm sorry for that, but,
Yes,
You
ma'am.
said you're having trouble with Bill getting his stuff. Is there something we can do to push him, or is there a time limit, or what?
I've got it now. I've got the physical stuff. Just an example, some of the things you're dealing with is some older equipment issues with like computers and things. There's some file drawers that were very big and that are filled with lots of papers because there's things you can't fill. I took a trailer and a truck to his house.
So basically, he just resigned, knowing we had this deadline,
Yes.
and left.
I think
Mess for all you guys. He knew.
he's remorseful very much,
Well,
so,
that didn't help.
okay. I'm just trying to be
Yeah,
good to
no, I mean,
everyone, yeah.
not against you, I just like, he
Really,
didn't
the-
want to stand up there, and, well, he did. He did sit
Yeah.
and listen to part of it, and said, well, things could be done better. And then he just leaves.
I agree with you too, the way things could have been done better. I was frustrated as well. I've made that known to the fire chief and a couple other people. The next step is I gotta get into get the book, like the bank stuff, but the financials are solid. Everything we looked at today is to the penny. So, I don't know how to end this by telling you that terrible news, but
I think the only reason that you're getting the immense amount of frustration from us core group of people that kind of poked the bear and started all of this is because we've been poring over the paperwork for months. We've been picking through the paperwork for months. And so I think that's a lot of the reason that it's super frustrating to those of us who have been super uber involved and know the tax rates off the top of their head, and you know what I mean? So I guess just to frame it from a different point of view maybe for you, just so that you kind of understand, like there's been a lot of hours spent on this.
I'm here to
A
take
lot
it.
of citizens that, no, I'm just saying, that's probably why a lot of us are super frustrated, because we knew the deadline, you know, we knew.
There's a difference between being frustrated and being petty.
I don't call hundreds of thousands of dollars petty.
I'm not referring to that.
With all due
I'm
respect.
I'm referring to the Facebook bashing that has been done to family members, people that have no voting power whatsoever, people that are just affiliated with a job, and they're getting bashed, lied about, accused of stealing things, lied about. No, you don't, because those posts have all been taken down because there's been libel suits.
I've never seen any.
I know.
I'm just concerned with it.
I agree, and there's an absolute taxpayer should be upset, they should be talking to their representatives, they should be talking to people in charge, but there's a difference between being upset and being a middle school bully.
So you're actually on payroll, right, are you the clerk? I'm sorry, I'm super
I
confused.
am
on
the
all
Jackson
this.
Township clerk for 3 more days. I've had enough of the bullying and my name being bashed when I have absolutely no power whatsoever in the Jackson
Well, that
Township.
explains the attitude then, because I was just gonna point out that you've always kind of come with a chip on your shoulder and not been very
If
receptive.
you have seen some
I
of the
have seen a
emails,
lot of it. I mean, not the emails, but I've seen a lot of it. I get it. But when I'll leave it there. Just say when you're on payroll, it's a higher expectation.
What do you want me to do differently?
I can't tell you that. You'd have to look back the video and see your tone and.
I've not been on the video, so I'm not sure what you're referring to.
So with this new office, is there any conflict of interest? Who owns that building that you're leasing, and how much are you gonna pay?
It's on he's buying it on a contract. It's, same gentleman that owns a lot of those buildings in that area. His name's Jeremy Abraham. He's a, son-in-law to, Roger Hickey. So, the office actually has in the budget, like $850 a month for rent. I'm paying $300,
Oh, that's good.
and I'm renovating it.
Good deal.
We like that.
Yeah.
Where's that office at?
If you're looking, you guys know where Brood Awakenings is at? You're familiar with town, right? There's a side entrance on the very, the east side.
Does it have a street address?
I don't know. Just, if we have to, I'll make it a half, like whatever, and a half address, and it's got its own entrance door from the exterior, a small office space, and then my own bathroom. But those are, and some storage. They're doing some electrical work on it this week, and then they're gonna clean it out because there's still things in there from when it was a church. So I may have some big round tables if anybody wants them.
So if we're still on the budget, this year we had 123,000 for the rainy day fund. Is that levy's gonna stand then, right? Where it was supposed to go off. It was scheduled not to be, I'm not talking about the fire equipment, I'm talking about the,
There was nothing in the rainy day fund for this year.
I think he's talking about the fire department had a one-time,
The 123,
The one-
yeah,
That goes off, yes, that's a one-time deal.
it's not been paid, I don't think.
Yeah, it's, according to
Has
the
it?
auditor, it comes in with the tax sale.
Okay.
so it will be taxed again? for
No,
that? Oh,
not for
won't?
next year, it's a one-shot deal.
Okay, well, it sounds like we're all waiting to see, basically. How soon will they have that information to you?
As far as next year,
Yeah,
she did not give me a timeline. I've got to get the 26 one done and bookend it and then into the computer. There's probably half a day worth of work as far as like uploading all the other financials that have to go in, and then they'll tell us.
but they will not be going off the submitted one?
26?
Yeah.
No.
Will you guys do another meeting to let us know when that comes in, or how does that work?
Sure.
Good question.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll probably have to have a few more to get some of this stuff back into the budget as we start the budget for next year.
What do you mean some of the stuff back in? I'm still trying to learn all of this.
Will you what?
What do you mean some of the stuff back into the budget? Like,
Do we have to put that back in?
Shouldn't have to, they were all voted on this date, so.
Okay,
I would send a copy with this,
okay.
but they should accept that, because it was already done
That's what I
prior
was
to the
thinking.
adoption
It's
date.
gonna come off.
Depends on whether they accept it or not.
They should. She's been super cool, but, there's other things that we're working on between the different departments and things within the township and within the town to try and click off some pennies here and there. Yeah.
Do you have a way of selecting a new clerk? I'm not volunteering, I'm just wondering if that's gonna slow you down any? Or is
Well, yeah.
was this a new,
Just short
is
of-
this news information to you that just happened, or did you know that?
Only a few days.
Okay,
I'm begging her to stay.
okay.
She's honestly done the job of the trustee, quite a bit of it, and it's gonna be a valuable resource to lose.
Sure.
She's meticulous.
And so I was wondering if it was gonna, how it was gonna hamper you getting off.
I took the job.
No, I know.
I'm gonna start hammering away at it.
Please don't quit.
Well, they'll tell me if I'm gonna get quit in May or not, because I'm only an intern.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Is there any more discussion?
But yes, one more. So the the next meeting? Will you guys, like, you know, 'cause some of this was in the paper, I guess, you know, letting us know about the property. Will you guys always like just put it in Facebook or somewhere where we actually can see it? Or how can we like know, where do we go?
The township
for it to know?
website's gonna start getting those updates.
And then we'll have the meetings. and
Yeah,
the
I'm having to
website.
learn
Okay.
how to be an administrator to the website too, and it's a little bit, yes, ma'am.
Is there a way to pin
Okay.
it, like on Facebook, to pin that post to the top of that page for people to see that?
I don't know who runs. it would
She's
be
really good
whoever-
at it.
It would be whoever runs that Facebook page. I
Oh.
honestly don't know.
But you know what I mean, sometimes
Yeah.
you can pin
They
the
can.
Yeah.
post.
Do we still have to go through the newspaper for notices? I heard a rumor that now we don't have to do that, now Gateway's gonna be the new, I don't know,
No,
that's.
we have to do it through the paper. I just, she showed me the link today.
Okay.
Or something else I wanted to say. Oh, I'm sorry this is so lengthy, but I just want to be here to answer your questions.
I appreciate it.
The, that was said that I wasn't using the website or the Facebook page that's been set up for this. Does anybody know specifically what that is?
I know the township had a Facebook page.
We don't.
No, there isn't a Facebook.
And the reason I can't put it on Morgantown Times, and I checked with legal, I can't put it on Morgantown Times, and I can't put it on the opposition page if I was allowed, or any of that, is
I'll
because,
post it for you, whatever you send me.
well, I have to be an administrator of that website, of that name. Because then somebody can go in and take it down, and then they can come after me like they did up in Washington Township and say, well, we weren't told. I was like, I posted it, well, where is it? It's gone. So anybody can take it down, so I can't post it publicly on those forums.
Just start one.
Pardon me?
Just start a new Facebook page and you be the admin on it.
I can. I made my wife an admin. I give her something to do.
I don't know how long you stay married.
It's the second time, and I'm over 14 years, so. Any more discussion? Yes, sir.
Do I have a motion to accept the budget?
You want that, John?
I move we accept it, knowing the fact that it's gonna revert back to 2025.
I'll second
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
it.
Any opposed? Motion passed. New business, nepotism policy. It's current.
I wanted to make sure that the board was okay. It goes calendar year to calendar year, but I didn't want there to be any discrepancy in the nepotism policy. So I brought one with my name on it, and I didn't know if you guys would be okay to sign that. And then that way it's just, I can upload it and it's current. And I'm not related to any of you.
No.
We can do that at the end. There's no motion for that.
We don't need a motion for that, do we?
No, sir.
No, moving on, discussion concerning nomination and appointment board member of the fire territory.
How many are we short? You're short one person, right?
One person.
So-
And it's a township position.
Okay. I don't think we have to, we can discuss it first, do you know how you make that? You just appoint somebody?
The trustee appointed me, and I resigned because I felt there was a conflict of interest, so
Oh,
there still is one.
and I don't know that it's a good idea that if I'm on it, with my,
According to the agreement we signed with the town, you could be on it.
Yeah, yeah, the interlocal agreement states a member of the township board.
Or the trustee.
do you have any interest?
Honestly, until we talk, I want to make sure that your interests are reflected on the territory board. We haven't had a discussion on it. I think it would be, I mean, we can discuss it further, but I think it would be beneficial for you to be on it if you've got the time and
How often is that commitment?
We,
I'm still married, I'm trying to.
I believe it says that we can meet monthly in that interlocal agreement. I have to
If there's
skim
business
through it
sticking
again.
up.
If there's no business, we can skip a month if need be. But, with the budget stuff, I'm sure we'll be meeting monthly for a little bit to get updates as well.
Well, I'm in it for the township, so I'll do it. If that's okay to adopt it that way. I still want to talk to you.
Yeah, I think we should have that discussion, but, you know, if I'm out there not representing your views and your vision, I think that would be detrimental to our team, so.
But at the same time, I'm kind of beholden to the board as well, so as long as we have that understanding, we'll still have a conversation.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to call me sir.
I guess. That's all business.
That's all the
We
business.
need to sign this.
Yes, I have one of them, just,
Yeah.
you guys pick one. You want to sign first? Well, you guys, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I hope we can have honest discussion like this every time.
Always my goal for the record, always,
It's been what?
always my goal for the record.
Michael.
My goal is to
Oh,
have.
your goal, yes.
Yeah.
I will say that I have one more year left on the board. I haven't decided whether I'm gonna run again or not.
Hey.
Probably won't. But if you have ideas how to keep the fire department functional, please bring them to us. Because that was the whole point of doing what we did, because we felt that was the only recourse we had. And it kind of blew up in our face. We probably did things wrong. We relied too much on old data. And had we known that there was going to be a reassessment come down the pike along with this, we would have probably voted differently, or I would have, I know I would have. But we didn't know at the time that Morgan County was also going to force a reassessment on us at the same time that this rate went on the books.
We appreciate that, Mark. That's the first time anybody's ever said that, you know, there were things out of people's control and maybe there was a little bit of, you know.
Well, I think we relied too much on old data, and that's on us. I apologize for that.
I appreciate it personally.
One more thing and I swear I'll shut up. The Morgan County Commissioner won't let a meeting of his go by that he doesn't remind people. As a matter of fact, the last time I heard him in person say it was that Morgan County has no clue what's coming for them with the SEA 1 cuts, the money that the counties and the townships would normally be getting from the state. Because Braun passed the property tax relief, they're now shorting the counties, and the counties are going to, and the townships are going to have to make up for that income. So we're probably looking at our taxes rising because of that, so we all need to keep that in mind going forward, because that's gonna be a staggered thing too.
No one knows what Senate Bill 1
I
is
know.
going to do to any of us.
I know, which is why we need to be, they admitted that too, the commissioner, he said that we're looking at going back to having some gravel roads, that's how bad he said it was, so,
You're quoting Collier.
yep,
Okay.
see, he knows what I'm talking about.
To piggyback onto that,
Mhm.
Senate Bill 1 is going to start chewing away at a lot of this of money that's out there. I was watching Mr. Eberly and some of the groups stuff that you guys were passing, Mr. Olson, and I started looking into the county. If the county took over, i.e., public safety or something like that, their beginning point, if they take it over, is 42 cents a hundred. So
Actually,
I'm not saying that where we're at's great, but I'm just.
I actually heard one of the commissioners say they looked into it, and it would, if the county took it over, it would be 44 cents on the 100.
That's close.
It's capped at 40 though.
That's on a territory, not a district.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's property.
On a
Or-
fire
no,
district, it can
that's-
go
That's
out,
right, a
it
district.
could go 80 cents or $1.
There's a district up in Madison County right now that's putting 3 different departments together that are forming is it a district or territory?
District,
District, and it's what,
80-some.
86 cents on the 100.
Districts don't have caps, territories are capped at 40 cents.
That's right.
So since everyone's being so transparent now, I just had a question about, I don't think we ever found out how much we paid FSG for this plan. And I was just wondering, what number was that, and is that gonna be a continuing?
That was a one-time thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's been thrown out there more than once. That was a one-time fee, and it was, I have to look it up.
$7,450.
Yeah, I'll say it was under 7,500 bucks.
And the township did not pay for those.
$7,500.
Well, they gave them a three-year, like, arc of where to land on their or their,
Yeah, I only ever received one bill from them.
One bill.
Mhm.
They did this to all of us for $7,500. Wow. They
Yeah.
must have a lot of clients.
Yeah, they sent that to us early on, so we did,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
in my opinion, FSG preys on communities like
Yeah.
us.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously. they
Yeah.
do.
But things like theirs, again, it could have been done different.
And I think with the whole SCA one or SB one thing, I think that because Morgantown is so small, because I think it goes by population, we can't even set our own tax levy. We're under the amount of people to set our own tax levy to make up for any shortfalls.
Right.
So then we're reliant on the county, and there's only so much that, there's a cap on what, unless it changes, there's a cap on how much they can increase the county taxes. So we're looking at being in trouble with like all of our county-wide stuff. So pay attention to your county.
It's the whole
stuff.
state.
Yeah, but this is what we can control.
Right.
I mean, if y'all wanna come protest with me, you can do that too.
But, I mean, if you look at, I look at my tax statement, mine went up the same as everybody else's. But not only did the township go up, the schools went up, the county went up, the library went up. I mean, everybody went up.
It's just a percentage that caught everybody off guard.
Well, I understand that, but I think that percentage was blown completely out of the water.
A percentage is a percentage, sir.
According to that, my taxes for the township went up 1,500%.
So it was worse than the 540.
No.
Mine went up 720% on township.
Well, I'm just telling you what was on my tax statement,
It
1,500%.
caught my attention.
Well, yeah.
Mine too.
But it was very misleading. In my opinion, it's very misleading, to put it that way.
Thank you. It's just that nepotism policy. More discussion?
Look at me.
Again, if anybody has suggestions how we can keep the fire department viable,
Sir,
please
we brought
reach
you a-
out to us.
We brought you a candidate that had a plan.
We didn't hear no plan.
Yes, they not.
Plans never shared. You would think if it was such a good plan, I'd seen it the second day I was in this position. Or first.
No other discussion, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. Moved and seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting's adjourned.
Thanks for coming.
There should be a signature page for that. I'll sign off on it that way.
Which one?
That's the resolution, moving that 500,000.
So I'll go find it. Right, she was showing me all that stuff. So, I know.
Hey, I heard you mention you gonna put an office up there by Fruity Awakening.
Yeah.
All businesses in that area have to have a conditional use permit.
Okay. So I'll figure out what Jamie's gonna do with it.
Yeah,
Is it, even if there's a business already there?
It's not the same business, it's separate business.
Okay. Well, then I'll put them on that, what's it called?
It's called a conditional use permit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's zoning up there at C1,
Uh-huh.
and, all businesses in that area require that.
just don't know.
Is it hard to get?
I know.
You'll have to do that public notice. And go decide what you put up there will require.
The $500,000.
Okay.
Still process.
Okay. Good to know, thank you. Keep me out of the weeds.
Because it was only
Afraid it's
paid.
gonna be at that million.
Where's that office at?
What?
Is it here?
Oh, we don't have it? We don't have it. Yeah, it's all paper.
Just like the credit score, it only takes one thing to I think it's gonna go up from last year.
I'll get over it, or I'll get with you.
Yeah, we got a activity. Just stop in there and talk to Becky, tell her what to do.
Okay, cool, thank you.
You survived. I did. No, I didn't have to say that. I remember I started talking, it was like, oh, yeah. I was getting, yes, and I think we have that.
Well, actually, now that this is.
So my dad's 14 years younger.
Rest for a second.
My biggest thing is always been.
Then once we bring it back up, we gotta do some stuff to do in January.
Oh, yeah.
Like March, 3 also. Kind of chill.
You know, I'm not saying, I remember seeing it online when I was looking at the. I would say. What does one training supposed to be free to start?
So I think 175.
I don't remember specifically what they're called.
I mean, everybody has to kind of be in agreement with that.
I don't know if it was on that thing. I'm sure it was on Facebook.
I don't know.
I will see if I find it.
I remember that.
Yeah. But I was also thinking of the state law. There's a whole section there all about that. But I want to say there was like one track you have to do before you start, but I think I want to feel like you're like, you know, kind of like.
Yeah, sure, we can find out.
And I think it was like a training, but you're supposed to do once a year. Like if you're like you're on your 4-year thing, you can skip it every other year. I remember shooting it on.
I'm not saying, but I feel like
Where's the word to find out?
Like I said, when I'm on, sometimes I'm just.
You know, just get on the Uber with this type of.
we met with this.
Well, I'll go back to the.
We brought ours in. I'll try to figure out more if I find it all out there.
I get your phone number. It's like, oh, I gotta do this, oh, I gotta do this.
1-800 busy guy. It's good seeing you. Good seeing you, Joe. Thought you handled pretty good.
We still work for life.
Yes, sir.
Hey, pretty good.
I'm not the pilot. I tell anybody I can fly enough to make the fire smaller.
Are you still flying in the helicopter?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm at Columbus. As critical care paramedic.
So I've been, yeah, I spent 15 years.
I think the easy answer, I'm not saying it's very good, you guys do,
And I've covered it.
but maybe there's a better answer to say
For me to be able to take and fly it around.
2 and 2 and green cow. That's the guy, that's the way. And then we had
one to fly.
some people, we got to 2 ready. At 2 and 2, sorry, I'm not letting it go in. That's, yeah, that's.
I'm waiting to see how bad it really
And you
is.
too, sir, I'm sorry. It's a terrible situation. The timing couldn't have been worse.
I'm just hoping that whenever you learn tomorrow, that you can figure out how, like, that application process works.
Yeah, you got somebody that's heard me.
Like some of those folks that were at that first meeting that, you know, didn't know how to compare it. And you go to 13 people, and you line up between those 13, or if it's who's worse off or what.
Right, are you doing some crowdfunding and
He
stuff?
doesn't know it yet, but I just donated $100 to one of them.
There's a girl here in town that's 3 kids and they're having a hard time. My wife and I are just gonna take home the kids and just get Christmas and cover.
It's hard, people really are struggling.
If you got my email, if you could send me the address of where you're,
Yeah,
I'll put it, this won't go in until next Thursday.
okay.
Any changes between now and then, let me know.
Do it.
Well, I mean, I can
You
definitely.
expect your Superman, you get in this position, you can do
Like
everything.
at least guide
Can't.
them through the process.
I know, I'm trying. I'm really just trying to clean up a mess.
I know people have been in these positions for years and they can't do it.
Yeah. We'll see, we got a good group.
Yeah. Take care of that fire department, because if you don't have it, it's gonna be a problem.
Have an insurance, I will be uninsurable.
Yeah, the thing is, good about these chairs, how do you put them in the place?
You actually sit on that.
That's the sweet corn.
There was so.
Oh, the sweet corn is so cool.
Do you ever, leave it to stand there with yourself? Oh, we had a guy, Mary had a thing on his Facebook, they talk about tractor somebody, and some guy from there
To do what you guys do all
Bill, he's an older guy, and he fixes up tractors.
Like all this big.
I seen him volunteer with your. Mary likes him, talking so much.
Well, he wanted to do a teeter totter. No. So when he told me what he was gonna do, I said, oh, I have to give it to you. Yeah. That's our tractor seat. That's good. My last week was last week, so I'm
Sure will. That was really good to know. How do you eat cooking every year? I've heard it's always good.
This is my husband John. Hi, Tom.
The taste was like, I've had other
And physical therapy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Well, I mean,
I don't think much to do better than that.
I'm glad I'm done. I mean, it did me a lot of good, but it takes a lot of time
conflict.
to run down there.
Well, like, if that would've been 27,
Gotta keep moving, don't we? Yes. Don't want to fall down.
so,
It was 27.
yeah, well, so that would have been, you know where you're at.
No, we're there.
I know.
Take care, Tom.
That calculations is going off the AD 27, 63. Go off our new AD, but I'm guessing somebody else would just not be able to yet.
All right, take her out somewhere good to eat, like McDonald's.
28. I have one, but I think I know
It's
it's
hard.
27.
Well,
Sometimes I show you. So,
Just as a reminder,